Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have some info from Team Dokkan and the French data miners right here. First off, let me just say, I do appreciate the French data miners because it's very obvious what Team Dokkan did here. So, a lot of us really were expecting a data download last night. Because a lot of people were hoping that we would get the data download over the weekend, but it's like they don't do that during a world tournament, right? Very, very rarely, if ever, do they release any kind of info whatsoever during a world tournament. Like, one of the only times I could think of is when they first announced the Broly EZA back in August, if you guys remember that. The Dragon Ball Super Broly EZA was announced. That was during a JP World Tournament. But outside of that, they don't really announce stuff, right? I also did not think that they would do the data download immediately that same night that the tournament ended. But last night, I thought was the prime time because if you guys are not aware, in May on JP, they've released a new stage for the Broly story event, which brought us STR Gogeta. And then they brought the Beerus and Monica costume, and then the 30th World Tournament. That's it. There have been no banners with new units on them, nothing. I do like that JP slowed down a little bit because they were moving too fast, but at the same time, a full month with nothing is a little too much. I do think they probably should have released Goku, I think at the beginning of last week. So I think like maybe like the 21st, a full week ago, that would have probably been a good time to release that Goku. But, you know, oh well, it is what it is. So it seems like because there was no data download last night, Team Dokkan did go ahead and give us some info about the new Goku, and it does appear as though he is going to be a Super Saiyan category leader. I mean, Team Dokkan does not specify this, but a Super Saiyan category is coming, right? So it's quite obvious that it should be the leader skill for that Goku. So Team Dokkan says, mini info here, the category Super Saiyan should arrive with the next celebration on JP. If we base it on the link, it would be more than 320 cards. Now, what Team Dokkan is, of course, referring to is the Super Saiyan link. No, not this. This right here. The Super Saiyan link. This is the most common link in the game, pretty much. I would also say this is like one of the most relevant links in the game because, you know, a lot of the best units in the game have got this link. Well, actually, pretty much all the best units right now in the game have this link, because, you know, you got Kale and Khalifa, you got the new Broly, Gohan and Goten, and then the LR Super Saiyan 4s. I do think those are the top 5 right now. So, yeah, they all have the Super Saiyan link. So, already, I think you guys should kind of get where I'm going with this. I do not think this is going to be the category. It's too much. Like, I know, you know, the Pure Saiyan team, they literally just gave us a Pure Saiyan team where we could do this as a team. Kale and Khalifa, Broly, and then you have these two. Like, this is the team. Because Kale and Khalifa and Broly, they actually link up quite well, right? You know, they have Legendary Power, they have Prepare for Battle, they have Fierce Battle, they have Super Saiyan. A lot of very common links right there. So that's going to allow them to link up very well and dominate. And then the Super Saiyan 4s have basically the entire same link set, except this Goku has Kamehameha, and then this Vegeta has Saiyan Pride. So you have, like, perfect rotations with the Pure Saiyan team right now. I don't think they're gonna kind of step on the Hybrid Saiyan category, the Pure Saiyan category, and the Super Saiyan 3 category by putting down just an overall Super Saiyan category. It is way too powerful. That's right. You'd even have, like, the Rosés in here and stuff. It's a little much. If they ever, you know what they should do? I just thought of this. They can't give us a Super Saiyan God category. Like, you know, in that there's not going to be, like, enough characters, right? You know, you just have, what, the God Gokus and then God Vegeta. But they could give us, like an overall Super Saiyan God category, which would have, the Super Saiyan Gods, the Super Saiyan Blues, and then, you know, Super Saiyan Rosé. I think that would be a pretty cool category. And, you know, it would have a lot of overlap with Realm of Gods, but, you know, they could just I mean, that wouldn't really matter. That would still be really, that'd be really good. Because you could have, like, I don't know, like a Goku leader who's like a Super Saiyan 2 category leader, and then a Super Saiyan God. And when I say Super Saiyan God, I mean, you know, God Blue and Rosé. And that would be the team. Like, you know, something like that would be interesting. Just thought of that. But I don't think it's going to be a Super Saiyan category. It's just too much. It's I know Dokkan, like, they've not exactly been balanced lately. Like, these three LRs in particular, Broly, Gohan, and Goten, and Kale and Caulifla, they're just on a different level. That the stuff they're able to do, like, they almost function differently than other units in the game, right? Like, this Broly, traditionally, you look at his passive. No, let me look at this Broly's passive. Traditionally, right? So he gets 100% attack and defense when performing a super. He gets the additional 88% if there's an ultra super attack. Then he launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of being a super when facing only one enemy. Now, in the past, this would read, or launches an additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies. Like, you could only get one of the 2 to activate. But this Broly can activate both. So if you start a turn and there's 2 enemies, and Broly gets rid of one, then this part of his passive will then activate when facing only one enemy. So, back in the past, units did not work that way. It's very similar to why LR Kale and Caulifla are so good, right? Because, you know, they get the 10% attack per Universe 6 Joint Forces and Pure Saiyans. In the past, they would have gotten 10% attack if a unit was on any one of those 3. But now, they could potentially get 30% attack from one unit if they're on Universe 6 Joint Forces and Pure Saiyan. So, just absolutely ridiculous. These units function differently than they used to in the past. So, what I think is a lot more common, and also, I should have brought this up earlier, but Team Dokkan continued to elaborate, right? He just pointed out, you know, that this could be the category right here, but then he kept tweeting. So, he says, basically, he's basing it on the link, but the final category can be different, because I think it's a little bit up here where he mentions that, yeah, okay. So here he's talking with Kawhi, and then he says it's not exactly obvious. If they refer to the link, it's broken, which, yes, like all Super Saiyan Blues, Super Saiyan 4s, every Super Saiyan in one category is insanity. But then he says, conversely, if it's just a strict Super Saiyan 1, it is immediately less, you know, wow, or, you know, spectacular, whatever you want to say. And then he points out, what makes me smile is that the celebration will start the same time as the anniversary of Legends, which I believe is the 31st, correct me if I'm wrong, the Legends anniversary. So Goku and all this stuff, and I guess Legends anniversary, all this stuff drops on the 31st, I believe. I might be incorrect on that. I haven't been following Legends as closely as I should, but there we go. So, you know, shout out to Team Dokkan. Again, he does kind of specify he's not completely sure if it's just all Super Saiyans or Super Saiyan 1. Now, he does say it's immediately less, you know, basically spectacular, but I do disagree. Because here's why. This Broly, for sure, would be on a Super Saiyan 1 category. But here's the caveat to that. I believe the legendary Super Saiyan Brolys would probably end up on this category as well. I don't think they would split up the legendary Super Saiyan Brolys, right? So what that means is we would add in this LR Broly into there. That also means, I believe, we would add in this LR Broly as well. And then this bad boy right down here. I do believe all 3 of these units would be on the Super Saiyan category as well. Legends does classify them as just Super Saiyan 1. So it would be interesting to see if Dokkan does decide to do that. I mean, again, this will be a very big deal in the future. Right now, it's not that big a deal because, you know, people are liking running this Broly with the new LR Broly. I would not do that. This guy does good damage. He definitely does good damage. But, like, his defense and his damage is not, like, like, it's not like, oh, he's the hardest hitting unit in the game or anything like that. Like, no, he's not. He's not even... He wasn't even on the hardest hitting LRs list, was he? I don't think he was. I can't remember. I don't think he's on the hardest hitting LRs. So I would avoid using this Broly whenever possible. It's very easy to find good linking partners with this Broly because, again, prepared for battle, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle are super, super common, right? But this guy, this is going to be the key. When this bad boy gets his EZA, he is going to be crazy, and it could happen at any time. But like all of these recent EZAs have been utterly disgusting. You know, I could see this Broly getting something like 130% attack and 130% defense, and then an additional super attack. Like, he is going to be a wild, wild boy. So you add him to the Super Saiyan category, along with this Broly, who 100% will be on there because he's a Super Saiyan right here. And already we're off to the races. I mean, this Broly will also be on there. Of course, you know, this LR Broly will be better to use. You've got all the Super Saiyan Bardoks, who are good. I do think the fusions will make it as well. So all the Gogetas, I think all the Super Vegetos, I do think all of them will be on the category. Otherwise, like, I don't think they're going to limit it like this. I just don't think they're going to do that. I think they will give us, like, free reigns for a lot of these Super Saiyan characters. So, you know, we're going to have Gogeta on there. Like, you know, again, when Gogeta goes blue, 100% chance to crit, 50% chance to dodge is OP. Like, this category is not going to be a joke or a shoo-in or anything. And, oh, guess what? Look who else is going to be on here. LR Gohan and Goten, who I consider probably the second best unit in the game right now. Very, very powerful unit. They're going to be right on here. Now, immediately, JP is not going to have this Gohan and Goten or the new LR Broly, right? But eventually they're going to come out and they're going to make this category even stronger, along with, I think, that legendary Super Saiyan Broly EZA, provided they do put him on the category. But again, I think they will. Future Gohan's not too crazy, but, I mean, in terms of taking the team into, like, the legendary Goku event, Future Gohan will be solid. We got 1 million Gokus on here. Now, keep in mind that the new Goku, the category leader, is not going to be right here. He starts as a base form Goku. So you are still going to be able to use a Super Saiyan Goku. Quite honestly, I mean, the best Super Saiyan Goku is probably this bad boy right here, but I like running him situationally because the introduction is nice. You know, he does sack that attack and defense up to his final form, but, I mean, there's just, him changing from prepare for battle to over in a flash is very annoying, and in particular, on a Super Saiyan 1 team, I don't imagine there's going to be a lot of shocking speed and over in a flash units on a Super Saiyan 1 team, so this Goku is not going to work very effectively on there, I don't think. I mean, you could rock LR Goku, you know, there's a lot of other units on here. Here's the thing. LR Goku has got the First Awakened. I would say there's a very good chance that the new Goku is going to have First Awakened as well. So some of these Bardoks can be pretty good. You know, like this Bardock right there or something with their, you know, that First Awakened 25% attack link. Actually, this Bardock may very well be like the new Goku's best linking partner, you know, with things like Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan, as well as First Awakened. So keep that in mind. That could be very, very interesting to see. But, you know, I feel like we still could use a better Super Saiyan Goku, like just an actual named Super Saiyan Goku, right? The Goku Angel cards should make it. Yep, I think Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku will make it. All of these guys will make it. I do think, no matter what, I think these LRs will indeed be on there. Because they are Super Saiyan 1. Like, there's no doubt about that. These guys should definitely make it onto the category. Even if Super Vegito and Super Gogeta do not, but I think they will as well. This Goten, a lot of global players are really seeing how good this guy is these days. Yeah, he would be really good on here. None of the Super Saiyan Gotenks cards are really that important. I don't think Karoli, none of them. We probably won't see this version of Kefla in the category. Usually they don't give like this type of category to like a unit that awakens into something different, right? Because Kefla awakens into Super Saiyan 2. So because of that, I don't think this Kefla will have the Super Saiyan link. So the Super Saiyan category. So we're still going to be waiting for a Super Saiyan Kefla to eventually arrive. Mighty Mash should be on there. This Trunks, you know, these two SSRs are okay, but they're nothing crazy. LR Trunks will be very good. I do think Super Trunkses will be on here. I do agree with this as well. I think all of these Trunkses will be on this category. All of them. So that includes the new Transforming Trunks, which is a really big deal. He's very good. SCR Rage Trunks is good. And then this EZA Trunks, a really good support type unit. GT Trunkses will make it. All the Super Saiyan Vegetas should make it. You know, Transforming Vegeta is going to work a lot better on this team than Transforming Goku. This guy is going to be really good on this team because, again, he has all the normal links that you'd want. This guy will be very, very solid for sure. Let's see. I think Super Vegeta will make it on there. GT Vegeta, Vegeta Jr., nothing crazy. And then the Vegito units right there. The last one, who actually I was waiting for them to pop up, but doesn't look like they were even on here. No, they're not. Okay, let me pull them up real quick. is TUR, Kale, and Khalifa. Now, the same thing with Kefla here. I don't think we're going to see TUR, Kale, and Khalifa get added to this category because if you guys are not familiar, their SSR is base form, their LR is Super Saiyan 2, and then their TUR is Super Saiyan, right? But I think the same thing is going to happen where because they awaken into Super Saiyan 2, I don't think they'll get the Super Saiyan category. If they do, this TUR becomes one of the best units on the team, though. Like, I just need to point that out. Yes, the TUR, they're not even, I don't think they're even close to as good as the LR is, but this still would be one of the best possible units you could run on that team, and they still have, Fierce Battle, Prepare for Battle, Super Saiyan. They have the trio, the trinity of links that you want for this team, so they're going to work incredibly well. They still build up ki on their passive, they build up the dodge chance. Like, this unit, it's just a mini version of LR, Kale, and Khalifa, right? So if this unit ends up on that category, there's no way the category is underwhelming in any way. I think, here's the thing. We went over all of these Super Saiyan 1 category units, but the Goku is likely to be a dual category leader anyway. So we'll see. I mean, he could be Super Saiyan 1 and Planet Namek. I feel like that would work incredibly well, especially if they do allow, Super Gogeta, Super Vegito, and Legendary Super Saiyan Broly onto the category. Then, Planet Namek and Super Saiyan 1, that's a really good team. Especially when, it comes out on Global, and you could use Gohan and Goten or Broly, or Gohan and Goten and Broly come to JP, and then you could use them on the category. That's going to be crazy, because no matter what, those two LRs will be on the category. Even though Broly transforms in Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and they don't count him as a Super Saiyan 1, he'll still be on it because his normal form is Super Saiyan 1, which we've seen before with how the transforming Goku and Vegeta work with categories. So, you guys let me know what you think of the Super Saiyan 1 category. I'm very excited. I think this Goku is going to be a monster. His team is going to be really good. If they put some of these units on there, ho-ho! It's going to be crazy.